All right, guys. So, not to beat a dead horse because obviously, like, this is just where we are in society right now. But I just was on Twitter and I saw where the police chief in Minnesota is claiming that the police officer mistakenly fired her taser. Excuse me. I'm not sure if it's a female officer or not, but the officer mistakenly fired their taser as opposed to their firearm. So I just want to show you guys right here. This is the X26. This is the standard law enforcement taser. I am going to remove the cartridge. This is the cartridge that fires the prongs and attaches to discharge the 50,000 volts. So right now you're now looking at the X26 taser. All right. This is the taser in my hand. This is a Glock 17. This is a very standard firearm for most law enforcement officers to carry. It has a red dot sight. It also has a rail mounted light. I'm going to go ahead and clear this weapon, make sure that it's safe. Okay, so it has now been cleared. There is no ammunition, no magazine in the weapon, okay? So, just to show you, this is a Glock 17. This is an X26. Do these two look anything similar? Okay, no. Also, for most carry duty weapons, there is an internal safety, right? So on the Glock, which most law enforcement officers use, if you see right here, if I can find that, this is an internal safety. So there is no safety that needs to be slid up or down in order for this to fire, right? The safety is in the trigger itself. So once you depress this little button here, and it pulls all the way to the back, it takes the slack out of the firearm, and then you can fire, right? On a X26 or a taser, this taser will not fire until your safety, which is right here, has been disengaged. So now you'll see when I turn this, the light, and there's a little red laser. You probably cannot see that laser, right? But until that safety has been disengaged, one more time, look right there, right there. That is what causes the taser to fire, right? So this asinine thought process of, oh, I thought I was firing my taser, there is actually a step, even if that was the case, aside from the fact that generally all tasers are this bright yellow color, specifically to distinguish them from your firearm, okay? Also, 99.9% of police officers do a cross draw, which means that they have this taser on their opposite side. So if I'm right-handed, it's on my left hip, and it's in a cross draw position, just like this. So I have to reach across my body to draw this taser in order to present this taser as opposed to where my firearm is, which is on my right side. Okay, does that make sense? Most law enforcement officers carry their taser on their opposite side, right, for a cross draw so that you specifically do not get it mixed up with your firearm that is generally directly on your hip, okay? So I just want all of you to know as you're listening to this bullshit narrative, and I'm not even getting into this whole situation, like, you know, the death of black men in these situations, this is so par for the course. This is so, you know, just everyday news at this point that it's beating a dead horse, you know, for a horrible pun. But I just want to show you guys that there is a huge difference between a X26 taser and your Glock firearm. Okay, one of them having an actual physical safety that has to be disengaged before it will work. You see the light coming on there, right? and the fact that these tasers are bright yellow. So even if you were to present that taser, right, you're seeing that you're not holding your gun. And nothing about this feels remotely close to how this feels, okay? Just to give you guys an idea of the difference between the two as you're reading this bullshit excuse, all right? Take care.